I think one of the beautiful things I've ever saw is in the fall of the year when I look on the technique of the mountains and see the beauty of all of the different colors of the trees. And I'm riding along with people, and I say, look yonder. Yonder's the most beautiful scene that I've ever saw. I see the technic color of the mountains. We wonder how long it'll last.
Instead, there have been government work programs, medical cards, and food stamps. A gigantic welfare state has emerged, which has destroyed pride and initiative and made people dependent on the system. Collins borrows $2.50 to buy $60 worth of stamps on the first of each month. The food lasts him less than 3 weeks.
Well, we worked hard, but that didn't hurt us. I'm 68, he's 69, we still work. And I plan on working as long as my hands will work. And my legs will go. Poor thing.
$122.70. I made $154 and broke even with them.
No, you broke even?
Yeah, never got a dime.
You...
Just paid my debt.
Why is it gone?
And it takes everything you make to live. And your folks are young, and your wife's sick. Yeah, I didn't have no hospital card then. Just what I could rake and scrape.
Could you work in the mines now and make any money?
Live at it, but I couldn't save nothing. Just take me now. I don't own nothing. Got no job or nothing. It's hard to live.
Why, it's always been easy to make it around here. I've always thought it was, if you weren't too sorry to get out and do something. Now, if you're too sorry to get out of the house, and you ain't gonna have nothing. I don't hate doing what I do. I like gathering moss. I like digging roots. It just, well, the money don't come, you know, like every week, but you'll get a lot more than $120 a week if you stay busy.
How many pounds have you got?
I will need to sell some ginseng.
Well, you don't need that thing.
Yeah.
Pull him up here. Jeremy,
don't need that thing. He might be wanting to get a picture of buying ginseng. Wouldn't have my picture took of buying ginseng at all. You know who they are. They might be anything.
What, Francis? $80, 5 ounces.
So he lived in the mountains all his life?
Yeah, all his life.
Did he like them?
Yeah, buddy.
What did he do?
Well, he worked in the mines, you know, and he got disabled.
Keep in the Bible, huh?
Yeah, see, nobody don't ever mess with the Bible now, and that's the reason I keep anything.
For a city that has 12 gates that are made out of pearl. And Jesus said, I'm the door. Hallelujah. That's why I'm preaching Jesus tonight, because the Bible says that no man can come to the Father except they come through Jesus Christ.
Organized in the 30s, they worked 12 hours a day and more for very little pay. And when the mines closed down during the Depression and again in the 50s, often it was without warning, and many people were left with nothing but their dreams.
I can remember the old days when, after the First World War, maybe it was in the 20s, that this whole place here, they'd take, for instance, the coke ovens would burn all night, and they had theaters going. And when I was young, we'd come over here sometimes, I'd have a date. We'd come over here and go to the movies. One time, I remember, in particular, the Trail of Lonesome Pine. We saw the first showing over here. And just the whole place just all lit up. And theaters and old commissaries and the coke ovens going. And it'd go on all night.
Hager was a good booming place at that time. It had a big garage over there and a filling station, and all these stores was filled up with everything in them to buy. And the post office was there, and this was a big commissary up to Allegheny with everything in the world in it to eat. And it was just a real wonderful place to live in. And everybody enjoyed it. I mean, you know, they had just living high on the hog, as you should say. But when it went down, they went down too. And then they just moved out.
I had to leave this holler 7 times. And I was working the day this mine shut down up here, closed down. I was working that day. And I was working the day this and shut down. And I was working the day that and shut down yonder. And they just said, come up and put a notice up. Mines are down. And that's all of it. They didn't give you nothing. Companies didn't, they didn't even advance you nothing. And if you lived in their property, you paid them just the same as you was working for.
What do you mean?
If you lived in their houses, you paid the rent. No matter how long you lived there, you had to pay the rent. The mines was down, they didn't care. You paid it. Or if you didn't, they moved you out. And let the house fall down. Just like this whole hollers fell down. No, they didn't get no warning. They worked right on up to the night they shut her down. They said, she's gone, boys. Junking her. Oh, yeah, they lost automobiles. They lost everything. It was pitiful, hauling furniture and stuff back out of this holler.
We wonder how long we can hold our peace. We wonder how long we can sit and look and watch the greediness of people for an almighty dollar come in and destroy all things that was created for man. And they were coming in from the far corners of America. And they're taken out. They're taken out of our county and our state. They're taking out the things that God provided and put forth for us. They've taken it out. And they're leaving us nothing. They're leaving us nothing.